Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel. This is West Coast Taco. It is Christmas Eve, just around 7:30 in the morning. I hope you guys are doing well. For all of you guys across the country that are dealing with some really bad weather, you guys are in our thoughts and our prayers. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are doing okay. But wanted just to bring you guys a quick video this morning, say Merry Christmas, and then just kind of do a quick little review on the grill and tires, since I didn't really get a chance to touch on that very much on my past couple videos that I honed in more on just the lift kit itself. So guys, going back to this grill just a little bit, I've had zero issues, none whatsoever, with my TSS sensor. I think part of the reason is it's an OEM product. I think another part of the reason is that the sensor itself is essentially in the same height of where it was on the stock grill. And then thirdly, this is just, you know, what I did. I'm not saying that this actually helped, but I think it probably did. Is before you guys do any work on your grills and start unplugging your TSS sensor in your camera, I would highly recommend unplugging your battery first before you do anything, and then maybe waiting a little bit to plug it back in once you install your grill. And the reason for that being is I don't know how sensitive these computers are and how sensitive the technology package is on these Tacomas, but my thoughts and my guess is that if your battery is plugged in when you start unplugging this stuff, the computer is going to pick up that there's stuff being disconnected. And if there is some type of, you know, natural or manufactured way within the system that sends troubleshoot codes when it senses that there's a disconnection, that could be a reason a lot of people might be getting errors and calibration issues with their TSS sensor. Because from what I understand, the TSS sensor is not hooked up to a machine and calibrated. Now, I could be wrong, this is just hearsay, but from what I've seen, from what I understand, that really it's about the angle the TSS sensor is pointing in when it's mounted. So people use washers and shims to kind of get the right angle if they have issues with the TSS sensor until it points in the proper direction for the system to properly work again and the system to technically calibrate. So for me, like I said, I don't know if it's the OEM grill and everything, you know, with the plastic, the TSS garnish, the angle in which the screws and everything fit into the grill, if it's just, you know, it's designed a certain way and that's why the TSS sensor hasn't given me any problems, or if it's really just a combination of that and the battery, like I just, you know, I think I just explained and kind of described. So for you guys that have had issues with your grills, I feel for you, because that really just, you know, that would be a bummer. But if you guys haven't installed them, or if you have, maybe try and plug in your battery and kind of starting the process over and see if that does anything. And then, you know, there's plenty of videos on YouTube of guys adding washers and shims to their TSS sensor to get that angle changed, and a lot of them have had success. So before you go running to a dealership or you go running to a mechanic to have it recalibrated per se, you know, try troubleshooting with those, and hopefully that will take care of any issues or problems you're experiencing. But like I said, for me, guys, I unplugged that battery before I started, and then I unplugged my stock one that came with the truck, and then I started doing the transfer of all the you know, instruments and the pieces that came with that stock grill onto this Heritage grill, and zero issues, zero complications on my end. But if you guys have any questions, if there's something I'm not touching on, feel free to put it in the comments section. I'm more than happy to help and answer those questions for you. And I wanted to touch on these tires a little bit for you guys. As I mentioned a couple of videos ago, these are the BFGoodrich KO2 all-terrain 265 75 R16s. Loving them. The look, the feel, the tread pattern. The truck looks so much better with these tires on them. And I did look at, you know, the Wild Peak, the Falcon Wild Peaks. I looked at the Cooper Discoverers. But guys, I mean, I feel like, you know, those tires, in my opinion, and everybody has their own tastes, their own favorites, which is why all these other companies do compete against each other. But I feel like, for me personally, none of those tires hold up a candle to the BFGoodrich. I just love the look, the tread pattern, everything about them. Also, with the 265/75 R16s, they're just slightly taller than the stock Wrangler 265/70 R16s that come with the Tacoma. So I don't have any rubbing, I didn't have to do any trimming, I don't get any rub on the mud flaps. And I feel like, in my opinion, just by looking at the truck, it's such a well-balanced look. Now, if you guys are doing some serious rock crawling, some serious off-roading, and you guys need some offset, and you guys need some bigger tires, I get it. You do what you do. Gotta love it. I think some of the rigs people are making are just phenomenal. They're just awesome. But for me, being mostly on the city, on the streets, driving, wanting a little bit more clearance when I'm on a dirt trail, but for the most part, just keeping my MPGs in a good spot, I feel like these tires look perfect. They're aggressive, gives the truck a good stance, provides a balance with the lift, but I don't sacrifice anything else in regards to having to alter the truck from its, factory condition and lose really any MPGs. For you guys that are curious, I'm averaging about 20 miles per gallon right now. Most of my driving's on the freeway, but I do have some highway, or some city, I should say. So it's been good. No problems at all. I haven't felt like I sacrificed a lot of my MPGs by doing this route. So for you guys that are curious, yeah, about 20 miles per gallon is what I'm averaging. And I can't complain about that. I'm pretty happy with what I'm getting for what I did, because I thought it'd be worse, to be quite honest. So far so good on my end. So if you guys are on the fence about the KO2’s, don't be. They kind of complete the look of the truck when you get a lift on them. And one thing I will make mention of is that when I had the lift kit installed, I also at the same time had these tires, installed and balanced and aligned. And I never had a chance to really drive this truck with the lift kit and the Wranglers at all. So I couldn't tell you how much of a difference the BFGoodrich tires make compared to the Wranglers in regards to the drive and the feel. But what I will say, what I will admit, is that these tires with this lift kit, they make this truck drive so much better. The truck handles better, it feels better. I don't even think it's any noisier or louder. I mean, I'm sure it probably is a little bit, but not enough where I'm like noticing this huge change and it's like annoying or causing me heartache or issues while I'm driving my truck. And I typically do drive with music. I don't blast my music, but I mean, I haven't noticed this significant difference where I'm like, wow, these tires are a lot louder. Wish I would have stuck with the Wranglers. Like, that is not the case at all. So if you guys are concerned about noise or that drone sounding or just some, some issues with these tires, nothing on my end, nothing at all. But maybe it has to do with the size only being the 265/75 R16s. I don't know. But like I said, if you guys are looking for a tire, whether your Tacoma is still stock, I think these would fit on a stock Tacoma without any lift on it just fine. I don't think you'd have any rubbing issues. Don't quote me because I haven't tried it, but I'd be surprised if you did. Or if you have, a 2-1 lift. I mean, to each their own. Maybe you think these tires look too small. I mean, I think I probably could have gone with a 275/75 R16 and maybe have been okay. I don't know. It would have been a close call, I think. But guys, I think this is perfect. I didn't want to roll dice and take a chance of them rubbing, and this seemed like a safe bet. I saw a lot of TRD pros on the Tacoma forum. There was a gentleman that was looking for feedback on comps and wanted some pictures of people's TRD Pro that used the 265/75 R16 BFGoodrich tires, and a bunch of guys are posting their pics for them on their stock TRD Pros, and it looked really good. That's kind of what actually pushed me over the edge to really pull the trigger on these tires. So if you guys, like I said, are on the fence at all, hopefully this video is helping. And for you guys that haven't seen my other videos, if this is your first video you're seeing, I'd highly encourage you to go back, look at some of my prior videos I've done on this truck. I've tried to do the best I could to create an accurate timeline for all of you that you know, have been interested in this lift kit. Quick little backstory: if you're looking at this truck and noticing that that bed looks a little bit longer than the double cab short bed Tacomas, it is because it is a double cab lawn bed, and the TRD Lift Kit supposedly is not compatible with the double cab lawn bed, and I've been able to make it work without having to do any changes, any mods to the truck in regards to the suspension outside of installing the kit straight out of the box onto the truck. So all of these videos I have give you a backstory of what I did, why I did it, and who I went through to do the kit. So I'd highly recommend going back, looking at some of those other videos, because I do try to touch on every detail to help you guys. And so if you guys have pulled the trigger on a TRD Lift Kit and you're going a route similar to me, I'd love to hear your feedback. I do not get paid by Toyota or any company in that matter for the products I am showing you guys. It's really just to help you guys. I want to give back to you guys and try to help you, because I know what it's like to try to find answers for something and you're just not able to find them, and then you hear rumors about people going out and doing the exact thing you were looking to do in your truck, but they don't provide feedback. So if it's helping you guys, I'd love to hear your story. Love to see some stuff in the comments section about what you've done or thinking about doing or in the process of doing. And it'd just be cool to know that this is actually going out and helping people. Also, you may notice too, this is really minor, but I did change out my lug nuts. If you go back to my very first video, they were stainless. I got the black lug nuts. I feel like that was crucial to kind of completing this blacked out look. So really glad I did that. Like I said, that was a very minor detail, but when you're working on a truck and you're doing these kind of things, when you're in the process of blacking out the truck and doing stuff, every bit counts. It all makes a difference. I'll do a good walk around for you guys here. And guys, any questions you guys have at all, do not hesitate to throw them in the comment section. That's what I'm here for. I'm happy to help where I can. If there's a question you guys have that I'm not answering, please throw it in there. I try to be pretty quick with my responses. For you guys that are wondering what's next on the truck, probably gonna get some tail lights with some darker tint on them. Got a few I'm looking at right now, so I'm excited about that. I'll probably be tinting these front windows in the truck to continue out the blacking out of it. Looking to get a tonneau cover. I have some interior mods. Also a few other things I'm kind of kicking around. So if there's some things that you would like to see on this truck that I haven't done already, throw them out there. I'd be interested to know what you guys think, what I'm missing. I don't plan on doing anything to the headlights. They're already the Toyota LED lights and they're really nice. But I feel like the tail lights with all that chrome in them, I feel like the truck would look a lot better with some aftermarket tail lights that have darker lenses on them. So I'm gonna do a few more videos here. Some of the other mods I've done so far that I haven't covered yet in any of the videos. Go over some of the troubleshooting I've had to do. But yeah, guys, hope you guys are doing okay. Once again, a very Merry Christmas to you and your families. I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but the opportunity presented itself, so I figured why not reach out to you guys. But okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Once again, Merry Christmas, stay safe. I hope all of you guys are healthy once again, and I will be back with some more content here soon. Any questions, guys, as always, feel free to hit me up in the comments section. More than happy to help. See ya.